Let's reset. Switch stance.
Now you're switching off. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that.
Let's do it.
They could have picked any venue in the world, but they chose this one for a reason. What an atmosphere. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. And Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with one...
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What? And there's the bell to start round one. Parries that jab away. Perfect counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you watch lightweight, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. Very competitive round here so far.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Both men step back for just a moment. Solid punch. No counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Robinson in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different course to the...
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter punch. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Quick punch scores. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. How about that time counter shot? Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, that punch. Jab misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Misses with the jab. Nice counter shot. How about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my...
And it's the King. Sugar.
This battle,
An open-air outdoor stadium. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Good counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Nice counter. An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Ted, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be. So you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Couldn't land that jab. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. The jab not finding its target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They miss with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Jab misses. Good counter punching. Talk about Khan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't.
There's the bell for round three. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Just misses with that jab. These two were made for each other. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Khan in that last round. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Listen,
There's the bell for round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That counter shot lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I like that. I'm happy. Just stay focused.
listen, you switched off. What are you doing?
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Good job stopping that uppercut. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. How about that time counter shot? There's a counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the...
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Beautiful counter punch. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
When they figure out the combination to this save.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. Couldn't land that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're okay.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Some fighters, when this happens...
That will do it. They want no more. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breath. Big, deep breath. Calm yourself down.
Back.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw. Switch starts, that's it. What we do in the gym. You know you can do it in the gym. Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Stay that way now. Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight and now you've let him back into it. Right, let's get out there.
Let's fight.
Switch starts, that's it. What we do in the gym. You know you can do it in the gym. Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Stay that way now.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
Yo, precisely. What up, man? Where you been at? Over here grinding on rank, trying to make it to the top 20. Yo, on my other account, I'm 39-1. I got one loss because I got hit with a flash KO. I was almost 39-0, but I'm 39-1 on my other account in rank. Word up. man.
Hope you brought your wetsuit and your flippers. We're underwater at the Atlantis. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Amir King Khan tipping the scales at 140 pounds, and he's got that reach of 71. Amir Khan, he's Bolton's finest. Watch for the Terrence.
This bout.
What a pleasure to be in the... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Crawford is dazed. Do you believe this? But Crawford just got knocked out. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we continue.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to party. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
We've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Find a home with that jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Crawford in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just when the fight was getting interesting between Khan and Crawford back in 2019, it was stopped after an accidental groin shot. I mean, that will do it to you.
Amir Khan is and was one of the fastest fighters I've ever seen. And then for the first time in his whole career, he got in a ring with somebody that was faster than him, sharper than him, threw clusters much better than him. So then he thought, what is going on here? It's a new world. How does he deal with it? And now he's got to depend on his skills. But he didn't realize that until the fight. So this is why we're doing this all over again. Amir Khan now has to depend on his skills rather than his speed, because he knows Crawford has the speed to put him out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with the right hook. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance.
And there's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Shot. Just misses with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Here we go to the 4th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut's blocked. Exchange punches. Well done with that counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. With that hook. Good counter punching. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... Time for the 5th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. first to get rocked. That left uppercut doesn't score. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Those counter punches have to hurt. He missed with that jab. Couldn't land that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that. Here we go in the 6th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Good counter punch. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter shot.
What's going on, man? What's on your mind, bro? Talk to me. Can't sleep either.
Don't want to trade shots.
Oh, shit.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Beautiful counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Here we go. It's round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has
But the game is hard? You've been losing or something?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
It's all good. It's a different game. You know, it's not just hands.
All fight long. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good job stopping that uppercut. What a punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A perfect counter lands. Let's talk about caught in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes
Both punching and kicking.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to
That's
go out
crazy.
there and think, right, you know what?
Round 8, and we're off again. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Yeah, I've been hitting this dude in the body like crazy, and he's still not tired.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Can't land the jab there. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty lopsided decision.
Oh yeah, I got the dub.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You get knocked out with them kicks. Shit, I'm going to take a break. I'll probably be back in a few. I'll see y'all in a minute. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that like button. Peace.